Hallo zusammen und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Angetestet, und zwar zu The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Ich kenne das Spiel nicht, aber es ist ein JRPG und ihr könnt es bei Steam erhalten für, ich glaube, 15, 16 Euro. Und ich werde mir das Spiel heute mal ein bisschen zur Gemüte ziehen, mal gucken für wie lange, weil laut Steam heißt es ist sehr, sehr lang, ein schönes rundenbasiertes JRPG. Und ja, mal gucken, wir wollen uns das mal anschauen. Ich glaube, das ist sogar... Ja, das ist auf PC portiert worden. Ich weiß es nur nicht. War das für Vita? Ich weiß es nicht. Aber jedenfalls ist es nicht ursprünglich für PC rausgekommen. Und ja, ich würde sagen, legen wir los. Daddy's really late. Achso, das habe ich noch vergessen zu sagen. Das Spiel hier ist komplett auf Englisch, also... Aber ich habe die ersten paar Minuten schon angetestet und also eigentlich kann man es gut verstehen. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. And Shira's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my stuff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? No, maybe I raised it wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes, jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? Well, why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Du solltest lieber froh sein, wenn noch lebt, also. Looks like kind of dead if you ask me. I've tried his wounds. Treated, sorry. So he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kite anyway? Ich wollte gerade Kind lesen. And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Seit, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He was waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why did you just leave me there to die? Why? Now, that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Alter, sie gibt dir das so richtig ein mit. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change this up. Oh. Quite yelling. Alright, already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal anyway. Any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is going to make these Sorry. Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... It's so bright in here. Oh. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua is still in bed. Guess that's no. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Oh, fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice turn, though cheerful, yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Lights. That's right, The Whereabouts of Lights. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use stuff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around, kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies, although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boys wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I believe that when I stopped finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua! Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't both of you hurry down and before it's get... Alter, manchmal lese ich zu schnell und dann noch Englisch. Großartig. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. I'm on my way. Und dann auch noch die verschiedenen Stimmen. Großartig. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Thanks. I'm so sorry. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracer just like you did. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just, you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at the hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please, tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shura saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I can't remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa said, how could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Achso, ich muss mal gerade was trinken. Okay. Und jetzt verschlucke ich mich. Großartig. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Rune-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude! But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it! One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Okay, jetzt haben wir 500 Mira erhalten. Mira scheint hier die Währung zu sein. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Shorozad my regards. Okay, das war die lange Einleitung und Alter, mein Mund, ne, ich kann nicht mehr. Okay. Gut. Erstmal was getrunken und weiter geht's. Wir können jetzt hier das erste Mal rumlaufen und wir müssen einfach nur zu einem Punkt hier mit der Maus klicken oder auch halten. Und dann können wir herumlaufen. Aber wir können talken. By the way, Dad. Ach ja, talken ist jetzt super in meiner Kondition, ne? Is it going to be alright if you stay at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. Okay. Ich würde sagen, dann gucken wir uns hier erst noch mal ein bisschen um. Ich meine, das Haus hat hier noch ein bisschen was zu bieten. Aber hier ist nicht wirklich was. Ach nee, hier geht's schon raus. Dann gehe ich erst nochmal nach oben. So, unser Zimmer. Rest. Rest. Ausruhen brauchen wir uns jetzt eigentlich nicht. Das ist wahrscheinlich auch dasselbe, naja. Okay. Das ist logischerweise hier das Zimmer von Joshua. Hier geht's auf den Balkon, okay. Da haben wir jetzt auch eine Karte. Und unten sehen wir auch schon die Anzeigen von unseren Charakteren. Aber ich würde sagen, wir machen uns jetzt erstmal auf den Putt hier. Ich meine, wir wollen jetzt ja endlich mal was vom Spiel sehen. Die Einleitung war lang genug. Und mein Mund ist so ausgetrocknet. Alter Schwede. Okay. Legen wir los. Eli's Highway. Achso, und was ich euch noch sagen wollte, wenn wir hier auf Camp gehen, dann können wir jederzeit den Status von unseren Charakteren sehen und auch das Equipment und so weiter und so fort. Ganz viel Stuff. Aber wir gehen erstmal weiter. Ganz so viel haben wir ja noch nicht. Was ist das? North Roland 49 Celch, South Garoon Gate 259 Celch. Ja, die Frage ist jetzt South oder North? Ich bin ja eigentlich eher so der Nord-Typ, ne? Ich gehe mal nach hier oben. City of Roland, okay. Das ist wahrscheinlich schon ganz richtig. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. So, I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Sarah. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Sarah at the Bracer Guild over there then. Okay, oh, hier ist ganz viel zu machen. Agile Arms and Guards. Top of the morning to you kids. Good morning, Mr. Elger. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it the last time I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, still, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So, I guess that scatterbrained trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? Eindeutig zu viele Stimmen. Eindeutig. Okay. Nein! Noch jemand! Good morning, Stella. Oh my. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Are you on your way to bracer training? Yeah, and just you watch. I'm going to pass this exam and be as good of a bracer as Shira too. I'm looking forward to that. By the way, Estelle. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Did you wash your face? How about your teeth? Did you brush them too? Joshua's so fastidious, but you always forget to take care of yourself. Oh, come on. That was a long time ago. I don't do that anymore, right, Joshua? Now that you mention it, you did take off from home the other day with your hair all in a mess, right? That was only because it was an emergency. Miss Ryan got the newest Striker brand sneakers in on that day. Estelle! Yes. You listen to me carefully. For a girl your age, you need to take care of these things. If your appearance is messy, you won't look like someone that people can trust, even if you're a bracer. Your appearance is a reflection of what is on the inside. Alright, I'll be more careful from now on. Well, that, Now, how about the both of you get on over to the guild? Man, you just can't argue with her. Und ich wäre froh, wenn es hier nicht so viele Leute zum Sprechen gäbe. Okay. Und das Schlimme ist, hier sind noch mehr Häuser. Oh Gott. Please. Okay, Moment, da muss ich... Ich brauche einen Schluck, bevor ich den Hampel da sprechen kann. Das geht sonst nicht. Alter. Sieht's überhaupt aus? Na, 27. Dann mache ich... Ich glaube, wir haben ja noch nicht so wirklich viel vom Spiel gesehen. Deswegen werde ich das wahrscheinlich splitten, damit das nicht so lang wird wie bei Stunden 3. Das war eigentlich auch gar nicht geplant. Deswegen, werde ich das wahrscheinlich in mehrere Parts splitten. Dann ist das ein bisschen angenehmer zum Gucken. Okay. Kumpel. Good morning, Mr. Reinen. Das sind so viele. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the new Striggers? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the libel news for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Striggers aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the libel news, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right, in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Okay, hier kriegen wir das auf jeden Fall her. Moment. Ich kann da noch hoch, sehe ich gerade. Oh Gott, noch jemand. Good morning, air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see, it's time I water my lovely flowers. Okay, du wolltest nur deine Flowers, alles klar. Nein, Moment, da ist noch eine Tür. Achso, das sind sogar die Flowers. Okay. Gut, gut. Ne, das Orbital Factory. Alter! Was gibt's denn hier alles? Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Estelle. Ich glaube, ich spreche diese Kerle fast gleich, das sind zu viele. How are those orbments working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the orbment is good or bad. The problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you'd just start thinking before you start swinging, then you'd learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for sucking. There, no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, you will gradually be able to handle them better. That's right. I'm going to master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the State Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you will have to learn how. Okay, ist das eine dasselbe? Hey, I'm still setting up shop. Ah, Estelle and Joshua. You seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Meadows. Why? Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that orbment light the other day. Speaking of orbment lights, isn't the one outside our house burnt out? We should get that replaced as soon as possible. Orbments sure are a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these orbment thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the skies. I don't like it, don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? Oh crap, There he goes again, about the old days. Yeah, well, if you'd just learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya. It would be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. You're probably right. Okay. Achso, jetzt sind wir hier hinten rum. The weather is so wonderful and revitalizing today. I had this strange feeling that something good is going to happen. Something good. Oh Gott, hier sind eindeutig zu viele. Ah, that girl is so cute. I've got to be courageous and try to talk to her. Ja. Du kannst es ja mal versuchen. Wo sind wir denn jetzt schon wieder? My papa's job is digging holes, and he finds lots of pretty rocks inside. He says they are called septium. Okay. My husband works in the Mulga mine to the north of there. He left here at the crack of dawn. Sometimes he doesn't even come home for days on end. Okay. Alter! Was ist denn hier? Ich weiß schon jetzt nicht mehr, wo wir sind. Aber gut, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir jetzt erstmal einen Cut und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Part. Bis dahin, eure Katan.